Hey there, Everest Fuji here, your barely tuber and sometimes War Thunder player. I have been looking at the recent developments with the economy changes of War Thunder and all the drama and basically giant as melting pot finally melting. Um, but I support the boycott. I support the 26 boycott. I believe it is a reasonable enough non nice way to communicate with Gaijin. It's not taking it too far as well. I did see some posts about somebody going physically to the office and posting some posters outside. That I believe is a bit too much. But I do understand the 26th May boycott, which many people I believe understand it as a 1 day thing. A lot of people understand as a 2 week thing. I believe till 14th of June or something. And if you want to send a message, if you want the company higher ups, basically, because, well, let's face it, the employees are in the same bucket as us, the players. But if you want the higher ups to get it, I believe the up till June 14th one makes sense. It could be a bit difficult, but that entire thing is not what I wanted to address with this video. Also, well, I'm making a video, so there's that. But while following this drama about War Thunder, I came across a screenshot from some Twitch streamer, I believe, who the screenshot had been retweeted by a very well established War Thunder content creator called Cone of Arc. And the people in it, uh, I can't. This is like do whatever. Review bomb War Thunder on Steam if you have to. Try to constantly message them on their forums or support pages, which is kind of, it's like going to a thief and asking him to give you back your stuff. Thieves don't do that. Not calling out Gaijin to be a thief, but I mean, you get the reference. You get what I'm trying to say. You can't. It won't be too helpful to go on Gaijin's platforms at this moment of time. Things have been heated enough to the point where Gaijin's platforms are no longer a clean, uncluttered way of communicating with them positively and effectively. Also, by their responses during the drama and why the drama got so big, they seem to be quite tone deaf at the moment. So, even if our side was to be clean and nice, which I don't believe it would be because this has snowballed into a huge thing, they would still not, probably not respond over there. That is more to just, soup it up, put it under the rug. That being said, the thing that I didn't mention, the screenshot, it mentions people being a bit toxic. The I believe these are also fans of War Thunder who love War Thunder a lot and love to see a good game, a good match being played. But this is something that I don't agree with, and I thought I should talk about. The screenshot mentions seal clubbing, and it mentions seal clubbing in as in harassing new players from playing. That's not done. Like, play the game, enjoy the game, talk to each other as a community, interact with each other as a community, interact with Gaijin as a community, as individuals. talk to them nicely, talk to them a little bit not nicely if they, there's tone deaf responses sometimes. Make yourself heard, but not at the cost of somebody else. Why do you want to make yourself heard at the cost of somebody else? What did the new players do to harm you? Anything. Let's get out of Gaijin and War Thunder for a second. Anything, any game, any sport, any event, doesn't it need new people to last for long? Like, yeah, we all of us who love War Thunder have had a love-hate relationship with War Thunder for what, a decade now. And why it has lasted a decade? Isn't that a big thing? How many games last a decade? How many fun games last a decade? There's so many games which we look back at. It's like, oh, bro, nostalgia. That was such a good game. But then it's gone now. Most games don't last. Most free to play games don't last. Yes, of course, there's like AAA games and like big games which are free and which are in the same category as War Thunder, which do find a way of lasting, but they are quite small in number. And in that, I believe, as somebody who absolutely loves War Thunder, it is a one of a kind game. It's extremely unique. Which other game do you get so much in depth detail, realism, cross platform play, and cross vehicle play? You can have a ship, tank, and plane in the same map. Maybe not a ship, but you can have a plane and tank in the same map. You can have it be as close to reality as possible. Or you can just shift it with a touch of a button to a game mode which is not realistic. You can have it be arcade. You can have damage models which is not point based. Every video game, the concept of a video game used to be point based. We have realistic damage in this game, and they keep on improving it. We have graphics, we have the sound effects, which I don't know the technical term, but you know what I'm talking about, the surround sound effects, like any horror movie that makes War Thunder a horror movie as well. But the whole point of the seal clubbing thing, where you will harass new players so that the amount of players goes forcibly down from the 25th or 26th of May, that's not done. I request all these what I believe to be fellow enjoyers of the game, please don't turn into the evil you hate. Don't do the thing. What's the dialogue? Don't live long enough to become the villain you hated. War Thunder, just like any other video game, just like any other online thing, does have its own toxicity. Many places do. But personally, I have seen very less of toxicity as opposed to some other games, like let's say Valorant. It's a fun game as well, but just go in a comp match, you'll know what it is. And we don't need to talk about COD. But this is Valorant has also been really wholesome and lovely. We've all seen the clips where there's absolutely no benefiting helping somebody out, but the player still goes and heals the other player. There's one clip I saw yesterday where one plane actually somehow, I think it was a F4 Phantom helping out a Wigan who had run out of fuel to like push it and keep it in the air till it reached the airbase. That is something which is really unique. Yeah, it's not the main point of the game. The main point of the game is murdering each other. But that's what makes it fun. Playing with other players makes it fun. Finding that nice 2-minute friendship similar to that of what you would find in a playground when you were 5 years of age. You'd go make a best friend for like 3 hours and you would never meet them again. That is what makes the game fun. Players make it fun. New players make that fun last for long. So please don't do the seal clubbing thing. If you see somebody playing during the 26 to 14 period, let them play. Yes, it is a massive group endeavor to boycott War Thunder, but if somebody else wants to play, please let them play. I personally am not going to be playing, or at least attempting to not play. I don't know. They've already released anime waifu body pillows. I don't know what else they're gonna start releasing to entice us to start playing again. But if you see somebody else playing, if you see somebody new playing, don't stop them. I would love to encourage other people to come on board War Thunder and play, but I can see how this is a tumultuous time for the game. And also, War Thunder is a niche. It's not a game which can be adopted by a mass. It has its own war theme. So I can see that as well. But please just it kind of it just didn't, I don't know. The usually things don't stay in my head for so long. But this has been in my head for I think about 2 days now. I saw the screenshot 2 days ago. Don't hurt the new people. They're all lovely people. Go play the game. Enjoy. If you are supporting the boycott, wait it out. Wait it out. Gaijin has already reverted a lot of stuff. They have I believe, come out with announcements that they're working on fixing the issues as well. They have heard us. If we want to make them, if the boycott is gonna help in making sure they've properly heard us, because this is what companies do. Companies want maximum profit. So they might do a tiny little change to make us pacify us for now and revert. And maybe the boycott is so that that doesn't happen. But don't harass and harm other people, please. This is the one video game that I am able to enjoy day in and day out for years now. I love playing games, but I'm not good at any of them. I'm not good at a single video game to the point where I can compete or even in my friend circles be some sort of a competent player. I play other games, but I was able to play War Thunder to a personal level of satisfaction and to a decent level of competency. I don't want this to turn into some bullshit harassment thing. I don't want toxicity to increase. Well, this is the one game I can play. I want it to remain that way. So yeah, that is basically the whole reason behind me recording. Jeez, I wouldn't have thought that this is what would get me back to putting videos. But yeah, please don't harm other people in general, not just with War Thunder, but just in general. Don't go after other people. You do your thing. Let other people do their thing. And most of all, please don't harass newcomers. This is like hazing. But yeah, that is a request from a barely content creator and a person who loves War Thunder a lot. I don't know where this will go. I hope there's a bright light at the end of this tunnel. But we all need to get to that bright light together. Don't forget that. I hope me speaking about this is of use to somebody, like one or two people at least. And I hope we can all together, all new players, old players, experienced players, reserve plane players can all start playing the game again and enjoy it soon. And with that, I shall. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. If you all have any opinions, feel free in the comment section below. Do keep it well nice if possible. I do know this is a somewhat controversial topic at this point, but yeah. Hope you all have a fun day, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody back on the field with their favorite tank plane. Everest Fuji out. Bye bye, Channe, Matane.